Hey y'all, good morning. I wanted to hop on and show you, I know I've talked about this before, how I ordered a planner last year from Temu that I liked the setup of. It was an A5. I liked the setup. A couple of things that I was not fond of, I think could have been better. I'm sorry, my gnome is stuck. My gnome is stuck and I gotta get him out. Pokey was stuck. Pokey the gnome, look at him. Ain't he cute? That's Pokey riding his turtle. He was stuck. Anyway, there were a couple of things that I would like to have seen differently. One thing, and a lot of planners do it, when they have months and then weeks or days, they'll have 2 months back to back on a piece of paper. I don't like that because I like my month where my days are, if that makes sense. And there was not any kind of a week at a glance, so I used pages from an old Hobonichi planner that someone gifted me to create a week at a glance. So I can show y'all what I did here. This is what the book comes with. You get a calendar like that. You get one of the perpetual calendars. And then you get this. See how January and February are on separate, on the same sheet of paper? I don't like that. So I started making a January. I don't like the layout of this because it's backwards to me. It goes Sunday to Saturday instead of Sunday to Saturday that way. So I draw my own week at a glance. I'm sorry, not week at a glance. I draw my own month on one page. Then I do my week at a glance. Sometimes I do an overview page. I quit doing that just because it wasn't that, I wasn't using it that much. I created a week at a glance here. And then when you flip back to this part, you see your dailies, right? So there's February. I did the overview where I listed birthdays and stuff. Well, then I started adding my affirmations in March. I started adding my affirmations. Didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe I started that in April. Okay, I started that in April. Okay, and that's okay too. Couldn't remember. Anyway, so here's April. It's drawn out here. I'm sorry. I said it wrong again. This is April. Here is April. I drew out my month of April here. Did a little decorating on the pages with some washi. I have my affirmations and manifestations for each day. I fill in appointments and days off and stuff like that. Well, I have my May here ready. Let me decorate this because I can't read that anyway. If it was something I could read, it would be different because y'all know I'll read anything. All right, I read everything, anything and everything. I read instructions. I might not follow them, but I read them, you know. So I'm decorating these pages with some green because I know for this month I'm using flowers for Mother's Day. So I drew it out in green and I'm just putting the green washi on here. And then if I want to add in stickers, I can add in stickers, or I can use any color pen I want to write in my affirmations and appointments and things like that. And my life is already getting booked up for May. I've got appointments. Of course, I have appointments. And I'm waiting for, I have one appointment set up already for my second mammogram and ultrasound, just for a diagnostic mammogram and additional ultrasound. That's in May, and I should be getting a call about an appointment with the Sleep Center or whatever it's called to teach me how to use my new machine that they have ordered. Well, it's not a new machine. I've never used one of the machines before, so they're going to show me how to use that. So I should be getting that call. Whoops. I should be getting that call to schedule that. And like Friday is the 2nd already, believe it or not. I have a doctor's appointment that day, and then I have a doctor's appointment on the 19th. So my May is getting booked up, y'all. We got Mother's Day here. My cousin's birthday here. One of my best friends from growing up has a birthday here. My old dance teacher has a birthday there. My mother's birthday is there. I believe this weekend is my brother's class reunion that I might be going to. It could be that weekend. One of these weekends is my brother's class reunion that I might be going to. Their 40th, their 40th reunion, and I got invited. They actually invited everybody that graduated in the 80s, I think, to attend. But I just have to see if I can work it out with transportation and all that kind of stuff, because you know the whole not driving thing. I've already looked up my affirmations for May and put them in here. You know what? While I'm here, let me go ahead and fix this. Let me go ahead and today's the 28th. I didn't color in the 27th. And y'all, it's kind of one of those things like that bright yellow highlighter. You think that would never match anything, you know. Look at how good it looks with those yellow flowers. That's why I used it. And then my blue one over here to catch the 27th and 28th. See, this layout is so backwards to me. I can't get used to it. So I keep the pages in the book, but I make my own monthly page because I can't make my days, my weeks go like this. It just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't register in my brain when I look at that. I look left to right and it doesn't make sense to me at all. I can't make sense out of it. Anyway, so April manifestations, and here we go. I've already got them written in here. Each day, I do believe. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to write these on camera here because it takes a little while to write 31 of them. So I'm probably going to just take the sheets out and I can mix up the colors that I use. I'll use some blue and purple and pink, and then I'll use some of the oranges and reds and stuff because of the other flowers that are going to be in this book. But I just want to show y'all, and when I get it all set up, we'll do a complete flip through for everything for the month of May when it gets set up. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day. I got up this morning, polished over my fake fingernails because the white was starting to like look worn. It wears off on the edges and I didn't like how it looked, so I just painted silver over it. Sorry about that. I had to get a little puff. In this one, I do put in the weekly pages here, the week at a glance pages, I do write my affirmations and manifestations in there. And then I write them on each day. So they're already in here. I did a lot of decorating. I pulled out old Happy Planner stickers and tried to match up color and did those. I used washi. This is glued in from an old Mary Engelbright planner. I just love how I used all the different things. Lots of elements, you know. And then y'all know me, I like to use colored pen and markers in here when I do my weather and stuff like that. I use usually a Crayola marker. And then write with whatever pen matches that day because I'm a nerd like that. I have to. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here and write these affirmations. And then, you know what? I'll get off of here and write them, and then I'll come back and we'll flip through it. How about that? That's what we'll do. Okay, y'all. I got it all done. I wanted to show you what it looks like. I did pull out, let me get those off. I did pull out the stickers I'm planning to use for May. Not those, not that one. These, all these different flowers, because I wanted to make sure I used all the different colors when I did the affirmations. And here they are. And I still have room to write in just appointments, because that's really all I use these pages for. All of the details go onto my daily pages, but I use that for just writing appointments and having my affirmations and manifestations and all that in front of me. So we're going to flip right here. There's May. Here's May. I'm going to pop it in. I feel like I need new rings for this binder. They're just not real. They don't work real well. Like they're hard. They're getting hard to open with the little things. There was April. There's all of April. Here's my May layout. And see, if I put this May page in front of that, then June is there too. So it's just really, I don't know. I'm not, but I don't want to take these pages out either, because I would have to draw the rest of the months ahead of time, and I don't want to do that either, because things can change. I mean, I don't know. So I have my month. I have my week at a glance. I may go back and put in one of the overview sheets at the end, like an overview and a carryover. Maybe. I don't know yet if I want to do that. And then you know that we've got May already in here, and we will start setting it up Friday. Is that right? No, Wednesday. We'll set up Thursday. I'm so excited. And we're going to be using all the pretty flower stickers, y'all. Look at how pretty these are. And again, these are Temu stickers. Very inexpensive, because I don't spend a lot of money on stickers. I don't see any reason to. You know, there's just not, there's no reason to. And look how cute they're in baskets. They're in buckets. They're in watering cans. They're just in everything. Little bouquets. More watering cans. I think they're so cute. Look at the red poppies in the red picture. Cute, cute. We got some in a glass jar, of course, and a couple in little glass vases. Look at that one. And a pink cowboy boot. That's fun. I like this a lot. That's how if I put flowers in my house, they look like that. This is cute in the rubber boots. We've got that one. Another maester. We got just a big purple flower. Pull these off of here. I'm trying to pick these up off of my keyboard without pushing any buttons to make anything crazy happen. But yeah, I think these are all really pretty. And I'll have fun picking out washi to go with these too. Look at that. How cute. That one's got a little lemon cookie with it. So this will be a fun month to do. Of course, all the months are fun, I think. I'm easily made happy. You know what I'm saying? I think all of the months are fun. Now we will be back later today to decorate tomorrow. I placed a Walmart order that's coming to get delivered. I've already set up May in my habit tracker. I'll go back over that before I do a video and upload it. My soul is awakening, blossoming into its most radiant and divine expression. That's my manifestation for today. My soul is awakening, blossoming into its most radiant and divine expression. Anyway, there you go. That's how I set up my week at a glance and affirmations and manifestations for the month, and get them in with my monthly page you know, this is what a day looks like. That won't change next month. I really am liking the way this works out. So that's it for right now. I will be back later today with some more, probably my habit tracker. Yeah, probably my habit tracker I'll be back with later. And then decorating this page for tomorrow. I hope y'all are having a great Monday. Mondays are good. And there are people who don't like Mondays. I feel like Monday is a time for fresh starts and new beginnings. You know, it's a chance for us to all start over again. We've been home with our families or our loved ones over the weekend. It's time to begin again. Whatever happened last week, it's gone. It's over. It's done with. And Monday means there's a whole week full of opportunities ahead. That's the way I look at it. I'm sorry. That's the way I look at it. I was trying to put on some lip balm. That's how I look at it. And yeah, that's it. Go have a great day and go make somebody smile. But remember to love yourself. Bye.